It's weather for Weather Geeks time on this Monday evening. Hope you had a good weekend. The weekend started out on a cold note Saturday, but things started to turn around as expected on Sunday, and that process did continue today. Well, it took until 22 days into February, but we finally at least approached 40 early this afternoon. Our first warmer than average day since the streak began back early in the month. So from the 6th through the 21st, we had over 2 weeks worth of cooler than average high temperatures. So 6 degrees below average is where we stand for the month. If the month ended today, it would be the 13th coldest February on record. But thankfully, the month does not end today, and we have warmer days ahead as we wrap up the month. All right, you probably heard about some rescues on Lake Erie late this weekend because people ventured out on the ice, and the ice started to move, and they got a little bit stranded. This was the high-res visible satellite for our region late last week, but you notice yesterday's high-res visible satellite shows a lot more cracks in the ice. The ice has drifted and moved. The ice coverage really hasn't changed on Lake Erie. It's just moved a little bit thanks to the wind. This happens all the time in the winter season when we get a fair amount of ice coverage on Lake Erie. It's not just a static thing. It definitely moves around and shifts. I suspect we now have seen, though, our peak ice coverage on the lake for the season because, again, with the pattern change getting underway, some of that ice is going to start to melt. Things are quiet this evening across our area. We had a touch of precipitation at the start of the day today. Most of the day just kind of ho-hum, but I didn't complain. I stepped outside today and heard the dripping of melting icicles and snow outside. Even though there was a gusty breeze making it feel a little bit cooler, it sure was nice to get above freezing. Most of the action's out towards the East Coast. Actually, we had some severe weather earlier on today near Virginia Beach and eastern North Carolina as well, with a quick thump of snow. Actually, pretty good thump of snow for a while in central and eastern PA, and heading over towards southern New England. This is our next weather maker, and it doesn't look like much, but this is actually a warm front that's heading through parts of the Midwest this evening. This will track our way late tonight, leading to a chance for a bit of snow or some flurries as tomorrow gets underway. Notice the warmth with this front. Now, some downsloping winds off the Rockies are actually sending temperatures well up into the 50s in places such as Pierre, South Dakota, 53 in Rapid City, near the Black Hills, out towards Mount Rushmore. But all of this is still pretty mild, even the areas that aren't quite that warm. This is what's heading our way for midweek. So this will be pretty low impact stuff for tomorrow morning. Maybe there's a touch of snow or flurries late tonight into tomorrow morning. This will come and go pretty quickly. Maybe a few flurries will try to linger into mid-morning. But I actually think the sun will come out in the afternoon. Our in-house model here is pretty pessimistic with the cloud cover. It tends to have a cloudy bias to it. I do think that we will see some sun working in as we go into the afternoon tomorrow, helping send temperatures into the low 40s. Our forecast for Wednesday has not changed much temperature-wise. We still expect it to be near 50, but we have inserted the small chance of a sprinkle or a shower in the afternoon. Not much moisture to ring out on Wednesday, but can't rule out a quick spritz, sprinkle, or a shower. The bigger story is, hey, this is going to be the warmest day of 2021 so far. Now, in the wake of this front, this isn't an Arctic cold front. We're not going to see a blast of cold air behind this, but it will be more seasonably chilly at the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. But I've got a dry forecast for both days. Chances for showers return to the forecast for the start of the upcoming weekend. So here's a look at our high temperature forecast. 50 on Wednesday again for the first time here in 2021, 50 degrees. And I'll tell you, if we don't see any showers Wednesday, if the front ends up being maybe an hour or two slower, I'm not going to be shocked if we have a 53 or 54 before Wednesday is through. Conversely, if the front's an hour or two faster, we might struggle to get up to 50. But I think a good average at this point is about 50. But Thursday, Friday, a little cooler, but you'll notice our average is still in the upper 30s, so this is just back to average or even still a little above average at the end of the week. But by the weekend, 50 Saturday and approaching that by Sunday. The Arctic air is off the playing field. It's not coming back anytime soon. I think we're done for the season with the kind of cold we just ended up dealing with for a lot of February. And so no surprise, the CPC, Climate Prediction Center outlook for the 8 to 14 day period here as we head into the month of March, odds are favoring warmer than average temperatures. Some of the longer range gurus are suggesting that maybe the second week of March will feature a return of a somewhat colder pattern, but pretty high confidence at this point that the first week of March will indeed be a fair amount warmer than average. It may come at a price, may not be the sunniest pattern in the world, with several precipitation chances over the next several days, and then as we roll forward into the 8 to 14 day period as well. But our glaciers are going to melt, that is for sure. The worst of winter, I'm confidently saying, is behind us. It's been one heck of a ride here over the last few weeks. That'll do it for me on Weather for Weather Geeks tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, and check out my updated forecast tonight on 21 News at 11.